Most course creators don't lose students halfway through because the lessons are bad. They lose them because their energy dies. And once that spark's gone, even great content can't pull them back. You've probably seen it happen. You have a strong start, have heaps of sign up, great feedback on the first module, and then by week 2, you get silence from the people you've signed up. It's frustrating because you know your course delivers real results, yet people drop off before they get there. The usual fixes, gamification, badges, reminder emails, etc., they help a bit, but they don't address the real reasons people quit. It's not a tech thing or a timing thing. It's about emotion, connection, and the small wins that build belief. So today I'm going to share with you some unexpected ways to keep your students motivated all the way to the end of your course. No gimmicks, no fluff, just some real methods that I've used that make people finish and feel proud that they did. Number 1, motivation starts before they enroll. Most creators try to motivate students mid-course, and the truth is that the motivation is actually built into your promise on your sales page. If your course outcomes feel vague or unmeasurable, students lose drive pretty early. Clear, specific wins at the start create and build in Clear, specific wins from the start create built-in momentum. So as you're writing your sales page, make sure that you're clear, that your writing clearly states what people are going to get from doing this course. What you want is you want them to be powered up. I want to buy this course now because it's going to give me the answer to my problem. And when they buy the course and they get into the course and you start to deliver on some of the other points I'm going to cover, you will see them succeed and they will happily finish the course. So you're setting them up at the start with expectation. You get them excited about the win that they're going to get from signing up for your course, and then you deliver on that and they make it through the course. But sales pages aren't always that motivational. I recommend you go back and have a look at your sales page and ask yourself, if you read this, would it excite you? Share it with some people, get some feedback. Don't be afraid to get criticism on your sales pages. In the end, this is where most of the sales will stop if you do not make it right. By the way, if you're ready to build a course that people will actually finish and one that sells, check out my micro course builder kit at mrwebmarketing.com/MCP course. It walks you through every step to design, record, and launch a course that delivers real results fast, and it does it in a very quick way. Number 2, give them micro proof early on in their training. People stay motivated when they see progress fast. So instead of waiting until module 4 or 5 for a result, build in mini success moments. Do that in your first lesson. What you want is people succeeding straight away. They're getting really key information that they can apply, or a new skill that they can apply straight away in that first lesson. What that does is it builds into them a little bit more belief that yes, they made the right decision when they bought, and they're going to see the result they want. Even a small achievement tells their brain, this works, keep going. Yeah. Take the time to program those in. And these will be your aha moments, those little zingers that people get when they're doing your training. You realize that this is game changing for you as the person taking the course. You want those built in early so that people don't have to wait. Number 3, use your voice, not just your lessons. Your tone matters more than your slides. Okay, slides are important, but they're not the most important thing. Your voice is. A calm, encouraging voice that keeps people connected and pushes them through the tough parts will help them succeed. They want to hear the emotion in your voice that you actually care about them. I care about what I'm saying right at the moment. I believe it can help you succeed, and you need to bring this through in your course. You're not just talking to a camera. You're not just talking over some slides. You're talking to a real person who's given you real money to learn something. So please think about that person and use your voice as if you were talking to them and they were sitting right next to you here where you were teaching them side by side. It's the same thing and you can do it. Don't believe just because it's on camera that you can't deliver that emotion. Believe me, it's very important. Make sure you add small voice notes or end of module audios that sound human, not polished. You'll notice this in my introduction to my Microcourse Profits course, that, I have an introduction, and it's me just talking to the camera like I'm talking to you now. These are the moments where you're not reading off script, where you're not following a system, where you're just talking to them and saying, hey, I believe in you, and you should be able to hear that in my voice. Number 4, let them be the teacher at least once. Somewhere near the end, ask students to teach back one key idea in their own words, via a comment, a short video, or a worksheet that they create. Teaching activates ownership. I've seen this so many times as a volunteer firefighter at the station. When I get some of the newer firefighters to teach a concept, they might not know everything about firefighting, but they might be able to roll and bowl a hose, for example. When they teach it, it changes the way that they think about it. And it really makes a big difference to the next time they do it and other people do it. It's really interesting because I can teach them something and then they'll teach other people, but the way they teach it is different to how I teach it. It's not wrong, it's different. They've interpreted it into their own language, they've interpreted it into their own skill level, and sometimes it makes a big difference. Another place I've seen this is in a classroom where you teach the class and then one of the other students will help one of the students who's having trouble. How they put it and how you put it are entirely different. So get them to be the teacher for once. Let them take something and teach it back. You'll be amazed at the result that you get from this. 5, reward progress, not perfection. Look, perfectionism is a real issue. People won't do anything until it's perfect. They get caught up in that loop. I learned very early on in my business life that sometimes you've just got to say, good enough is good enough, and get it out there. It will never be perfect because you will always find things to make better. Traditional rewards focus on finishing sections. So if you look at course, you get a little badge when you finish each lesson or whatever. Instead, reward continuing success. So as they go through, and you can make up a little slide that shows they move this far. It might be just a straight graphic that you paste at the top of the page. So, module 1, they're halfway through page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. It doesn't have to be automated. It can just be as simple as a line drawing that you've added in. A quick, you've hit lesson 3 pop-up or a personalized message makes them feel noticed, and it matters more than certificates at the end. Remember, we're trying to get people to complete the whole course, and we want them to succeed. So every little, hey, well done, that you can put in there is important. It can be as simple as starting the lesson with, congratulations on finishing module 2. I know there was some hard stuff in there, but I'm so proud of you. Please, in module 3, you're going to find some amazing stuff that you can tap on the top of that, and it's going to take your problem to the next level. It's really simple, isn't it? Just talk to them. Be honest. Tell them you're proud of them, because you are. As a teacher, that's what we get out of it. The proudness of the success of our students. Number 6, break the binge and quit cycle. Now, we've all seen this. Most learners binge out really quickly on a course. So they buy it and they just get stuck in, and then they stop cold. So add natural friction. These are little small pauses, micro tasks, and checkpoints to stretch the journey out a little bit. These frictions give them time to slow down off that binge and come into the learning zone where they go, whoop, take a breath. Okay, go on with the next bit. And that slower pacing always leads to higher finish rates. It doesn't mean the course has got to take any longer. It means that the pacing's a little bit slower. I speak very quickly, as you can tell, but sometimes it's worth just slowing down and taking a breath. And that gives you time to think about things. So remember, try and control that binging, because what happens is they'll shoot through the first 3 or 4 modules and then they will die before they get to the end. Okay, they will not finish the course. Look at how you can bring those pauses in, that natural friction that slows them down and gets them into the learning. Number 7, turn their accountability into a story. When you talk about things like, join our group for support, change up the wording a bit, create a shared missional themes, e.g., we're all going to be online on Sunday morning, so why don't you come and work with us? Rather than saying, join the support group, make it a personal invitation. Make it like they're becoming part of the family, part of the team, whatever it is you want to do. It gives your students a narrative that they have in their head that it's not, I need to join this support group and I have to be involved too. Hey, I want to be involved and these people are having fun on a Sunday morning, so I'm going to log in and I'm going to spend an hour with them and learn something different. Again, it's building that learning around their feelings, not just making it, I suppose cold is the right word, okay? Join our support group. Hey, log in and have some fun with us. Big difference. It gives your students a chance to work on their stuff, get together with other people, and continue to work their way through the checklists of things that they're learning. And finally, end with a transformation reflection, not a quiz. Now that's a rather confusing way of putting it, isn't it? A transformation reflection. Don't just test people on what they remember, okay? It's really hard. Remind them of how far they've come. Go back and talk about module 1. We looked at this and you should have done this and you will have learnt that. And number 2, we covered this. And then ask reflective questions like, what would the you of 3 weeks ago when you started this course have thought about where they are now? What have you learnt along the way that you've already applied? What have you learnt that you need to apply? Get them to reflect on what they've done, the transformation that they've been through, rather than just, here's 10 questions to see that you learned everything in the course. Let's face it, quizzes suck. We all hate them. We don't like tests. So if your students are dropping off halfway through your course, don't panic. It's not your content. It's the experience of the course. When you create small wins, real connections, and a sense of progress, your students will stay the course and actually finish the course strongly. And if you're ready to build a course that people actually finish and one that sells, please check out my micro course builder kit at mrwebmarketing.com, MCP course. It walks you through every step to design, record, and launch a course that delivers real results. And if this has helped, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe and share it with someone who's stuck halfway through building their course. I'll see you in the next one.